in 1966 Batman TV show. Adam West, Burt Ward, and all the rest of the cast had made a full-length movie, and this was the poster over in Italy. This is the Italian Batman. I knew of it before. I thought it was kind of cool to look at and kind of neat, but I never really thought too much about it until, obviously, McFarlane came out with the 3-inch of the Retro series. So I was sitting around and had this old diorama I built with Batman versus Superman with the Three Jokers Batman. And after about 2 years, it kind of took its toll on being outside of the case because it was too big to put in the cases that I have that I put my stuff in that I customize. So it was the second diorama I ever did. But at the same time, I looked at it and I was going to make a white and black Batman. So I decided, nope, as soon as I seen that, and yes, it did, the McFarlane 3-inch did spike me, or however you want to call it. It motivated me to go ahead and make this Batman variant. And I'm glad I did. It turned out pretty cool. So here's the pieces, and here's the video. Thanks for watching. I just started with some white. I used a Warhammer white matte white. I love that stuff. And then the next shot here is just the red without the boots. But the cow's done, the cape's done right there. I didn't do the boots yet, didn't do the gloves. Next shot, everything's done, everything's untaped, everything's good to go, everything's clean. The boots are done, the gloves are done, and everything's done. Let's put them together. So here's Batman put together from the Three Jokers Batman. We'll get to the comparisons in a minute and why I didn't use the Adam West Batman in a minute, but anyway, here's the red. The primary red was deco art. It's a Santa red for some reason. I liked it because it was a little more darker than a typical red, meaning that the typical red I'm talking about is maybe more bright on the brighter side. I use Createx, that opaque, just red. So 60-40, I got to a red that I kind of was going the right way. So I had to add some yellow to get that orange effect that I came up with this suit. I tried to match the color as much as I could on the Adam West movie Italian poster when he's in the red suit, apparently. So there you have that. That's the colors I used to get that desired color that you see here on this Batman. Now, the black, I used the licorice from Folk Art. Now, mind you, the deco art, a little more thicker than Folk Art. Black is always easier as the mix when you come trying to shoot it through an airbrush. I used airbrush on all this stuff right here. This stuff here, a little more than 50-50. So you can water down this red and mix it in with this is what I did to thin this out. But still I had to add water. But with the black, 60-40 with water, with black. Any other color from Folk Art goes well through the airbrush, but you still have to cut it down with some water. I use distilled water. Any kind of thinner would work. And what was I going to say here? Yeah. So everything's a matte finish. The reason why I done it is because I know I could have used the Batman, the Adam West, as a you know, I could have got the Batman Adam West because he's readily available, surprisingly, at my Walmarts. But I did have a second one. I do have a second Batman. It's not really so much a comparison here, but I do. You probably say, and I know you probably already said this in a video, why didn't you just use the Adam West Batman figure to do this? Well, because when I had it sitting up on the when I did a diorama, Batman versus Superman, it was I didn't have room for like something like that big to go into one of my cases. So after a couple years, after even cleaning it and dusting it off, it still got a little bit of like wear on it, or for some reason it was just looking dull. So this is the first time I ever revisited a figure that I did. But I mean, if I find Adam West on sale somewhere for 15 bucks, maybe I will. But I'm such the Adam West Batman fan, I could not take that out of the box because I'm mostly an inbox collector. But let's get back to this one here. This is the Three Jokers Batman. I think you already know or don't know, but if I already said it. But what I did was I lightened up with that same yellow, the Wicked Colors bright yellow for airbrush, and didn't mess with the bat emblem. Now this is not the best bat emblem. That's why I used it back in the day, because I have another one of these here, have another one over here. I'll show you. We'll compare this in a minute. But I did lighten up I did lighten up the, let's get rid of this Batman. Let's get rid of Adam West over here. We already got one Adam West up in there. You can see here the comparisons. Now, this is how I did paint the pamper on him. And this is the exact same figure. So I did lighten up it went to stand. I did lighten up the belt, opposed to more of a gold look. I don't know if that shows on camera or not. Probably doesn't. But this is a little more dark mustard color. So same Batman here. Let's get Adam West over here. Let's put him here. If he stands up, which I'm surprised he does by himself. I got it smooth as possible. Very, very smooth. And the reason why I say that is because when you do something like this and you're airbrushing with a cheaper, little inexpensive paint, you want to, his belt's coming off, I gotta fix that. I didn't glue it back down. But this is a real quick project, real fun, quick project. So really smooth, really smooth. As you can see here up close, I got as smooth as possible. And how I did that is, I'm sure you probably already know, but it's about 6 layers of red. Only a couple layers of black with the licorice, but 6 layers of red because you have to apply it, and it goes on a little more wet than usual because you really have to thin it down, that red from Deco Art, to get it through the brush. You have to really thin it down for it to be a smooth application. Then you can dry it prematurely with a hair dryer. I recommend the actual air from the air brush to dry it, but I got it probably one of my smoothest yet, I'm thinking. On camera you can see that or not, but there's no clumps, there's no runs, there's no wet spots, there's no nothing. And I was going to go in and do some of the armor and stuff on the boots, but I thought, you know what? Michael Keaton is my second favorite Batman, and I know it's probably everybody else's too, but if Michael Keaton were Nikes and, you know, his boots and stuff, if they're flat black, so can this Batman. But I want to stay true to the actual color of this Batman, the actual color, you know, the actual poster. I didn't want to add stuff to it. I just wanted it the orange, red, and black, and a yellow belt. So the comparison, well, not so much a comparison. This is really the comparison. There's really not much more to say. So let's get him out of the way. But I'm really happy. This is really fun. This is a real quick thing to do. Really easy. If you have a Batman laying around, and you feel like just doing that, this variant of the Batman, I say go ahead and do it. And I know McFarlane is putting out a 3-inch or 4-inch, whatever, like this one here. I'm not really. I got some of these. I got the main characters from this line. I didn't get all of them. I was waiting for this one back here. I was waiting for, and we finally got the Adam West 7-inch. I'm more of a 7-inch type of person, but this is coming out in the variant that kind of pushed me to go this way because I was going to do something different. I was going to do a white Batman, a white and gray Batman, but I'm glad that I decided to go this route because the orange turned out really well. And this is the Hush. This is not the variant. I painted this because I know when this is from the Hush 2-pack, and then after the 2-pack they came in with the regular Hush black and gray. Whoa, Adam West is angry at Adam West variant from Three Jokers. So I made the variant. I painted this one. This was this one. I painted this one because I didn't want to spend the extra money, and I could not find the platinum on the store shelves. So I gave up and I said, you know what? I'll just order it while it was on sale, the 2-pack, and I just painted my own variant. So there you go. I appreciate your watching. This was really quick. This was a fun build, a quick build, a really smooth build. Arm's really loose here. I know they had problems with that with quality control, but this is a very smooth build, fun build. I did it within a day, like a day. It was nothing. Just take it apart and paint it up. Thanks for watching. I appreciate you watching and always coming to the channel, checking out the channel. I'll see you guys on the next one. And this is the Three Jokers / Adam West, the legendary Batman, Adam West, on the movie poster for the Batman 1966 movie. Well, I'll see you guys on the next one. And thanks again for the support.